here at the Owl's Nest again for like the 10th or 11th time. I always forget that I gotta press the button when it does those.
It appears to be closed. Let's come back.
Oh, yeah, I do actually need to wait until... Yeah, it's 8:56 in the morning. Yeah, probably not. Let's smoke some cigarettes. Good job I picked these up. Yeah, I do forget that I actually have to press the button to make the... when it does the wide shot and it shows you the place, I always think... It just feels like really cinematic, so I don't have to do anything, and then I just sort of sat there for a while, just going, "This is going on for quite a little while." Oh, I have to press a button. Okay, so I think we will probably, I think it's here. We will probably end up seeing the bit that got clipped. So I'm trying to remember the button for the map. That's my skateboard. That's that. Minus, there we go. 5 PM on a Monday. And it's Thursday. Did I go all the way to Thursday? That's fine. It's still 5... Oh, wait, no. Is it? Yeah, it's open until 6 AM. So, let's smoke again. A medium should get me past 5 o'clock, I reckon. So... when this game originally came out, some people had complaints about York's interaction with Lena. So Swery, in the last patch, tweaked some of it, but because of the current situation, they couldn't do the voice acting. So there's a bit of there's a scene coming up where so I haven't actually seen the original scene, so I don't know know how bad it was, but I think it's basically. I think the gist of it was that York dead names Lena. I think he still does it a little bit just for kind of... because it's relevant to the plot, but then stops now. But before he kept doing it. And so some people had some complaints about that, considering York's supposed to be quite progressive. As we've seen, he's very progressive.
Look, Zach. That seat is beckoning us.
Yeah, I mean, it's the seat that we've sat on several times by now. I wish you'd acknowledge my side quest progress. Damn you. You're going to introduce Xavier to us, who we've already met a dozen times.
Listen to the two ends and drink dry the firewater.
Why is Hungan the only person you do an impersonation of when you do the voice?
Do this, and you will see the other world.
Stop it!
Hungan's oracle pointed us to this bar. So we must have to do something here. But I feel like the firewater part is missing something.
Singularity inspection starts. Okay. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Yeah. So there'll probably be a scene where at some point York talks but has no dialogue, and that'll be how I know which bits have changed. Not many people in here tonight. It's usually a bit more lively. This is a bad omen, Zach. The Oracle guide us here on our search for our next clue, but how do we know the Oracle wants to lead us towards the light? Maybe it's actually a devil slowly luring us into the mouth of hell. Like that he's only just now suspecting Hungan. He's like, do you know, maybe I shouldn't just randomly follow the advice of a weird skeletal gentleman. Maybe I should actually, I don't know, do some proper investigation, like looking in my coffee and following my coffee. My coffee never lies. Looks like a flyer for a jazz concert. Okay, so Raven is nicknamed Speed Witch. And there's Tyrone Sanders, Emma Sanders, and Xavier Johnson. They actually make flyers for weekly concerts. Tyrone Sanders and his saintly melodies, the Speed Witch with kicks like a V12 engine, and the young genius Emma Sanders with bass lines. I almost said bass lines there. That's a different thing. With bass lines that'll flip you upside down. And a man who was truly born to perform, Xavier Johnson, in his solitary white garment. Solitary white garment? What does that have to do with the music? Okay, today's recommended cocktails are listed here in chalk. Xavier certainly knows his cocktails. Firewater doesn't seem to be listed here, though. I'll have to find our revelations somewhere else. Let's go, Zach. Oh, dang it. I clicked on the right thing. Singularity inspection complete. So video games are a weird thing, where you go, oh, damn, I clicked on the right thing too early. It's like, oh, dang it, I wanted to click on all the wrong things first. Might be able to find something in the backyard. The letterboxing is covering up the subtitles.
Zach, do you see that? It's a gigantic go sign. I think someone's trying to send us a very powerful message here. That settles it. This must be a singularity.
You're not Xavier.
Beautiful lipstick. The color red suits you.
Thank you. Red is the color of life. No human who knows the joy of life would ever hate this color. Or would they?
Ask future me. He seems to have a problem. And for good reason.
Maybe. Maybe not. But I know of a drug with a red color that certainly doesn't signify life. It sometimes even steals the lives of those who drown themselves in it. Catch my drift?
Before a candle's flame burns out, it burns brighter than ever before, blazing like a shining red star. Don't you think that instant is more valuable than a century of smoldering?
No. Candles are the least useful when they're just about to go out.
That cast out the darkness. It only emphasizes it. But where are my manners? I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Let me get straight to the point. You were present when Lise Clarkson was murdered. And you were also involved with Galena Clarkson's death. Correct?
Agent Morgan, are you a man who can hold his liquor?
I'd love some firewater.
We're similar. You and I.
Really? I don't see the resemblance.
We
Well,
both
you
have
should.
white hair.
Look deeper. Think about who you were when you were first born, and who you are now. Different selves exist inside your body.
Are you talking about Zach?
She's magic.
I was born as a man, but in my heart, I wasn't so. And this is a small town. I experienced far more scorn and discrimination than anyone could ever imagine. Especially from my father. Parents are supposed to raise their children with love. That's the norm, right? Not for me. I was raised by my father's flesh-seething hatred.
So you ran away from home, started making drugs, then seduced a young life and destroyed it? That story makes no sense to me. Think about it. They didn't burn you in a witch hunt, nor did they ever try to take your life. Yet here you are, letting your selfish fantasies drive you to torch the entire town with vengeful fire. Why did you abandon your inheritance only to end up in a place like this? What do you hope to achieve?
I mean, this place is alright. It's quite nice.
You've already figured out that much. Leonard doesn't exist anymore. He disappeared from me a long time ago. All that's left now is the Red Soul.
The Red Soul?
The Red Soul gives me strength and courage. And I vowed to use that strength to change this world. The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess. mentally and physically. That's why I created the holy red powder. So that everyone can enjoy its divine benefits.
That's ridiculous.
Our world is home to scarier monsters than violence and prejudice.
Ugh. Zach.
Someday, even your best friend will abandon you.
No. Never.
I'm
And
the one
in
who
the
abandons
end,
him.
You'll be all alone.
Zach and I will always be together.
Yeah, I was going to say, York's the one who abandons Zack. He goes to live off in the other world with Emily. Come on, I've played the first game. I know your lies. Also, I mean, it's just I mean, even if a skeletal gentleman tells you to do it, don't accept a drink from someone you suspect being a murderer. Hey, it's Baby York! I don't think we've seen Baby York yet,
Where are you, Daddy?
this game.
Don't leave me here!
He's lost his toddler waddle.
Daddy!
Oh, there it is. There's the toddler waddle.
Please! I can't find Mommy either! Don't leave me alone! Please? Please, Daddy. Please, Daddy.
Oh, okay. I was expecting to be, like, tied up in a warehouse or something. That's normally what happens after a bad guy knocks you out.
Oh. She got us, Zach. She spiked the drink with some sort of sleeping pill. No wonder they call her the Professor. Whew. But that was a rash move. Perhaps she realized that she's finally crossed the point of no return. Or... We need to head to the Clarksons at once before it's too late. We can still stop this.
I looked at one of my missions was sit at the bar. Head to the front gate of the Clarksons. Okay, so I think we're going to the new otherworld. I think I've got a decent amount of bullets. Yeah, 134 should be enough. I'll take one more pack. I freed up some space with let's save, I guess. Can't hurt, can it? I freed up some space from smoking, having a toke. So yeah, so I knew the Clarksons' house was where the other world is because, as I said, the big tall dude, his name escapes me, tells you to go to the other world, and get. I think I have to fight another boss, and then the boss will drop an item, and that's the item I need to get. And then I think that'll take us to the end of chapter 2. And then we'll probably go back to Boston for a little bit. So, yeah. There wasn't much. There was a lot to this act, but a lot of it was just waiting for Monday so I could get red beans. I'm just trying to think of like what I actually did this act. I suppose a lot of it was just this is the thing, is if I don't bother with the side stories, I reckon I can probably get through the rest of this game quite quickly. But I say, what is the point of getting through this game quickly if I can't have a cool suit? Lots of different cool suits to wear whilst I do it. And I think I'm reasonably safe to assume that everyone watching this will agree with me. That they, I don't know why I'm skateboarding just to get over here. Rather than, bang on with the plot, it's more important that I have a cool suit. Oak Castle. So yeah, so this is, I think, what they've... So this didn't do this. So you can see the trees past the first tree have got no texture. I'm guessing this is their solution for improving the frame rate. It's basically just to reduce the draw distance. So this looked a lot better when I came here earlier, I'll be honest. Whee! Woo! I'm here. Don't mind me, just an FBI agent going into your boss's house. The security around here are useless. There's a load of security guards walking around, and they never stopped me. Like, I've skateboarded around that probably a few times, picking up bits and bobs, and taking photos, and fighting an alligator at one point. And they've all just wandered around, just... Yeah, it's all fine. Oh, immediately! Okay, there's not even any sort of preamble. It's just straight into the other world. So you're going to say the line, you're going to do the title drop.
Singularity. The Oracle was right on the mark. The mouth to the other world is open, ready to swallow us alive. I think this case is finally starting to come together.
No. Oh, is he only going to title drop the one? Oh, he's only going to. The one time he title drops, I accidentally click through it. I want him to say it's another deadly premonition every single time he goes through one of these portals. I mean, it makes no sense because again, the deadly premonition. Like, I'm pretty sure the deadly premonition was supposed to be the coffee telling him, or his dreams. It was one of those two. It wasn't anything to do with the other world.
Here we go again, Zach. You're as excited as I am, aren't you? You don't have to explain everything. No need for words right now. Not while this eccentric, provocative experience is begging us to come inside.
So I'm going to be honest, York. This other world looks pretty similar to the last other world we went to. So I have increased the power on my gun, but I have also... So the reward I got for doing that side quest with Danny that I accidentally... well, not accidentally, but that I did off camera, is that he gave me some new bullets. Oh, I'm quite hungry as well. That's... it's not affecting me yet, but let's eat something while I'm here. Yeah, there we go. I've got... Ooh, you're new. Lock crabs! Oh. Ha! Well, call me a key. That wasn't a great one line, I'll admit, but... Whatever. Yeah, so I got... he gave me explosive rounds. They are very, very powerful, but the... and I have upped the power of them, but they're not... They're good when there's two... I think they've got an area of effect, so if there's two enemies bunched together and I shoot them, they'll... No. And it is powerful enough to... Paralysis. No, I don't need the map at this point. I need... So I think I brought 2 with me. Yeah. Okay, so there's a one-hit shot on some of them. I can't really tell the difference between... Like, the ones obviously with the big thing on its back, that's kind of... One of them's a Capitano, or one of them's a Pusinella or something. So, that's a cup of coffee. That doesn't help me. Hang on, let's... There we go. That works way better. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, the venom bullets are just really good. No, leave me be, lock crabs. Crab blocks. The crab's lock key. Okay, they're good for those actually. That's actually reasonably handy. Just like my handgun. Jokes. See, I don't really know. Like, I'm doing the sort of video game thing of taking the wrong routes first. I'm pretty sure the right way I was supposed to go was where I got those. No. Why? I'm pretty sure the right way to go was where the. Oh, but then there's a tree here as well, so maybe not. I'm doing the video game thing of trying to, like, explore the wrong options first before going down the proper options, so that I don't... so that I can explore and pick up everything. But when everything's just, like, I don't know, generic, like, there's no special items or anything here, like, I'm not going to get a shotgun. I've realised as well there's no other weapons. The pistol is the only weapon in the game. And what you do is you can get shotgun bullets for the gun, which I think I do have, but I don't have space to equip it. Yeah, those things aren't... When you shoot them from a distance, they're really not that bad. And you can increase the range on them to make them... which is how you get, like, the... Yep. So, like, to get the gold UFOs, you just need to increase the range on... Although the range increase I've got on this one, which is range +5, is enough for me to get the gold UFOs. Oh, there's two of them.
You aren't free anymore. You...
Hang on. There we go. Ooh. Look at that. Quick glimpse of York's eyeballs each time. Like, I probably do need the enemy parts. Because I probably need them for, like, some upgrade at some point. I have mixed feelings, because the enemy... they definitely tried harder with the enemy variety, but then this is the same otherworld as the last one I went into, whereas at least in Deadly Premonition 1, the otherworld sections were all distinct. Like, they were boring. and they were a chore, but they were at least like the sawmill was distinct from the opening area that you go to, was distinct from Becky's house, was distinct from the police station. But that's just the same corridor with furniture as the sawmill. That's a bit disappointing.
Zach, do you feel it? Something happened here. It's the same feeling I got when we entered the place where Lise died.
Profiling start.
Professor R, Lena, came in here alone. It looks like nothing but a suicide attempt to me. Did she have some trick up her sleeve?
Look in this toolbox here. Okay, well this one seems less pornographic at least. Let's look at the fireplace.
Zach, that's a miniature bomb. Lena must have set it here. Is this her trump card?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It looks pretty elaborate. Another accolade for the professor.
It's also pulsating weirdly.
She also displayed expert precision when she used that fire to make my cocktail. Her wisdom gave birth to Sang Rouge. She must also have an advanced understanding of chemistry. I just hope she hasn't laid any other traps for us up ahead.
The fact
Now you decide to come back, huh? What for? I know you've been hiding from me. Planning God knows what. Too bad it ain't gonna amount to anything. It don't matter what you do. The Clarkson family is already on its last legs. After only a single century, we're on the verge of losing all that power our ancestors built up for us. Ever since the day you left home, that was the beginning of the end.
So yeah, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but she mentions that she was born Leonard, which is Lenny, I think they've mentioned before, as being the son of P.J. Clarkson who left, which means that Patricia's mum must be the daughter that left. So she's the only other Clarkson unaccounted for at the moment. Okay.
They certainly look a little rough around the edges. Perhaps we should just call them the Clarkson gang.
Yeah, I mean, that guy on the left with the black t-shirt, I don't think he's ever held that gun before, because he does not seem to be holding that properly. And that guy's just got a knife. just like, we only had 3 guns. Well, maybe she took his gun, I don't know.
They're holding their weapons like total amateurs.
Oh,
which means
okay.
They must not have had any formal training.
That is intentional.
Even if
Good.
they came rushing in all at once, they'd still be no match for us. Maybe the Clarksons aren't as fearsome as the rumors make them out to be. Or perhaps they've fallen into such a decline that they can't even manage their own allies any longer.
Yes, I abandoned my family, but that has nothing to do with the Clarksons' downfall. It's much more complicated than that.
Oh, I agree. It's a hell of a lot more complicated. Just look at these assholes. They're so goddamn stupid. They won't even shit unless I tell them to do it. And you know what? Back in the old days, that was A-okay. Don't like someone? Beat the piss out of them. Need something? Steal it from the sucker next door. Life was so much simpler back then. And time flowed in proper accordance with human behavior. But now... it's all so complicated now. Everything's changed.
Okay. Right, we got. Oh no, that's not a clue. That's just the phone. Right. This is one more clue. I don't. I mean, obviously, the Clarksons are like not. They're not good people. But I don't think they're the actual villains of this plot. I don't think Lena's the villain of this plot either. I think there's just someone we haven't met yet who's the villain, because it'd be too obvious, wouldn't it? And
Philip J. Clarkson. The horrible father that Professor R spoke of. Of course, he looks perfectly calm. It's hard to believe that it's only my second time seeing him. He's an overwhelming man, Zach.
The legacy of the Clarksons is like a candle in the wind, a sad vestige of what it used to be. But it's not completely dead yet.
So what? You came here to snuff it out yourself?
Oh, no. I didn't come to snuff anything out. I came to make it burn red once more.
What in hell is with you? Did that red powder finally make you lose your mind?
So I have a feeling she's going to turn PJ into the boss of this area, so just forcibly demonize him.
That face, Zach. She looks so calm and collected. Perhaps she intended to take her own life after she murdered Philip. But that wouldn't solve anything. We know how calculating she is. Surely she must have understood that.
Just like you said, times have changed. You've gotten old. Your power is waning. But I'm not going to let things end here. After you and all the old tumors die, the goddess will take control of Lucare, and all of Louisiana for that matter. The goddess of fertility, with all her newfound might.
And who's that supposed to be? You? Ha! That's a good one. You know, you're just as dumb as everyone else. You never see things for how they really are. Oh, no. Here, go on. Take my life. You can have it. Do whatever you want with me. But don't you forget. That's Clarkson blood you got running through those veins. Oh, you took the long way to it. But it looks like you be inheriting our legacy after all. Just like I always wanted you to.
Oh, I won't be inheriting anything.
What?
I'm not the goddess of fertility either.
Well, then...
But I'm still powerful.
She's obviously slightly bulletproof. And knife-proof. I like the idea that they all shot her and the bullets bounced off of them. The one guy, her knife just went...
Professor R fought hard in this hall.
Dang it.
And the last gunshot we heard sounded ominous, Zach. Everything she says seems to hint at some deeper meaning. The goddess of fertility taking over all of Louisiana with her newfound power?
So that could be Patty's mum. I really do hope it's not Patricia. It's like that just turns out to be like the main villain.
The details elude me, but she's clearly plotting something big.
I don't think she is, though.
But if she dies here, she'll never be able to complete it. Why risk it then? Oh well. Let's continue on, Zach. I'm sure we'll find the answer once we reach the inner sanctum.
I can get all my shinies as my reward for clicking on some boxes and listening to some dialogue for a little bit. Like, really, this game wouldn't lose much if it was just a visual novel. Just honestly, it really, really wouldn't. Yeah, let's just save over the last one. We haven't really done much, have we? So there should be another load of corridors before the boss. There was last time, anyway. But yeah, this game, I love the story and the characters and just like the wackiness of this series. Now I can say, but yeah, it really, the gameplay is kind of just an impediment to getting to the bits I actually enjoy. And, you know, that was the case in Deadly Premonition 1 as well. So I'm not saying it like, oh god, this is. Ow. Like I'm saying, oh god, I wasn't expecting this. I just want the plot. Like, I knew this was going to be a chore to get through this stuff. Unfortunately, at least the combat in this is like reasonable. Sorry, I was exploding the other one. I should probably heal. Yeah. I think I got paralysed there as well. Let's use... Let's use a large kit. Why not? Why not? Spoil ourselves. You only live once. Oh god, I got some more antinum. I have a feeling though, annoyingly, I'm picking up the antinum right as I'm filling up my inventory each time, so it's going to my toolbox. So, if I get paralysed again... Yeah, if I get paralysed again, I'm going to be in trouble until I can get to a toolbox to unparalyze myself. I wonder if we're ever going to get any explanation for... In fact, hang on. Let's... Because sometimes you got explanations in the in Deadly Premonition 1. You got some explanations for what the shadows were from the trading cards. So if I go to the part of... Where's the... Where are all the parts I'm picking up? They're materials, aren't they? Why aren't they listed in... That's weird. They're materials, so why aren't they listed in the materials section? Lizard, alligator, chicory, killer bee, dogtail, bullfrog, crawfish, cattail, black bass, alligator. Where's the... Oh, hang on. Otherworld, here we go. Might come in handy as a material. Right, okay. Never mind then. Never mind. Like, the trading cards... I think gave you a bit of information about what the shadows were. So I was hoping that maybe if I read the description of the materials for those, it might... Might give me some backstory there. But it did not. Alright, so that's not open yet. So let's go this way. I don't think I even hit that one. I think it just fell over. Oh, wait. In fairness, these toxic bullets are poisonous. There's every chance Have I missed one somewhere, or is that just an audio glitch? I think there might be an audio glitch. Cool, well that's not annoying. Oh good, it stops. Nope, nope. Cool, cool. That's absolutely fine. It's exactly what I expect from this game. And start. Look, can you do the can you try? Never mind. Too much to expect you to be useful. I was trying to get it to do the scissor attack at me because I thought maybe if someone did the scissor attack at me, it would reset the audio glitch. But I think what's going to happen is it's just going to. Oh no, that fixed. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, got my hope up for a second there. I think that audio bug's going to keep going until I probably save. What I'll do is there'll be a save thing before the boss room, so I will save and quit, and then reload, so that we don't have to put up with this for the entirety of the boss fight. I will say the combat, although it's like the actual rooms themselves are a bit disappointing. It is like actually more. Like there is a lot more to it. The combat in the last game, and I know that they gimped the difficulty because the gameplay was so bad. You'd have a room like this where you'd come in and they'd spawn in a load of enemies, and they'd spawn like 2 enemies in. Okay, but that stuff's dumb. But they'd spawn like 2 enemies in, and it would just be a joke. At least with this, it's actually like some of it is reasonably actually challenging, and I do have to like properly run around. I can't just stand there shooting bullets. I imagine by the end of the game, if I invest in the upgrades enough, I probably could. Like I probably could get to the point where I can kill everything in 1 bullet, but I'm not there yet. Is the important thing. All right, so this looks like one last little boss room. Oh. Thought I got you. There we go. The snipping is still going, and yep, there it goes. I like that it dies. It stops to let other audio go, and then just goes back again. Maybe somewhere there's just it's not a bug, and it's just somewhere there's a Pusinello or a Palutino or whatever snipping away at me, trying desperately to get at me through a wall. Okay, so this should take me to a room where I can save. I think. If it takes me straight to the boss, we might have to put up with the with the sword. Or maybe this load screen will kill it. Maybe this load screen will kill it. We can fingers crossed, only hope. It's the thing with audio bugs is you don't know what will get rid of them.
Now this is a surprise. Zach.
You're surprised. This is my house.
No.
And I can set foot wherever I please within my own house. Or is that against the law now, too, FBI?
My profiling's never come alive and started talking to me before.
Where's Professor R? I know she came here.
100 years ago,
That's not the answer to my question.
my father, Isaac Clarkson, came to this town and subjugated its people with his might. In time, he created an empire that put the entire southwest region of Louisiana right in the palm of his hand. Whenever any of his kin betrayed him, he'd cut them limb from limb and make an example of them.
I bet they didn't do that again.
The shadows need a way of keeping the balance too, you see. That's why the severed roots exist. Sometimes they chop a fella's ears off, or maybe scoop his eyes out. Then they chop off all the limbs. Either way, they all ended up looking the same in the end. No different from mixing up the ingredients in your food. But this is sick.
I'm gonna be honest. The thing you said wasn't much better.
Why would any soul ever need to line up the stumps all neat like this?
Oh, so he's fine with, like, gouging out eyes, cutting out tongues, chopping people into bits, but then fiddling with the bits afterwards, that's where PJ Clarkson draws the line. Good to know.
What's
Good to know.
happening in Lucari right now ain't right. It ain't nothing like what we got up to back in my day. You know, it kinda feels like what you call pure evil. I'll be real honest here. Right now, I'm afraid. The evil that's taking this era by the balls is trying to gobble up Lucare too. Francis York Morgan, you FBI son of a bitch. Just what in hell did you come to this town for?
Boredom.
Well, I hate to rain on your sensational parade of a monologue, but my answer is simple. I came here chasing a drug called Sang Rouge that's been steadily permeating the southern states. And I plan to arrest all the perpetrators involved in the name of justice.
Oh, you sure sound like a devil, all right.
So be it. You're free to interpret my words any way you like.
Well, interpret this. You've come here to bring death and destruction to our town, or my name isn't PJ Clarkson. You leave a mountain of corpses in your wake.
Yeah, but they're only like weird puppet things with scissors.
So go on and suffer in the name of justice or whatever you want to call it.
Zach, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to prove that we fight on the side of justice. But why was Philip here in the first place? I thought we were inside her mind. No need to answer, Zach. The only reason this world's so fun is because of all the mysteries it holds.
Shinies. I do like the sort of, like, just huge contradiction of PJ Clarkson being like, you leave a load of corpses in your wake, and it's like, you murdered people. Like, you literally fed your son-in-law's arm to a crocodile for seemingly No reason whatsoever. Like, none. The doll Galena was looking for. It kind of looks like Lise. So this is the doll... Oh, actually, this isn't even the doll. I picked up a completely different doll. So if I had talked to Galena properly during Act 1, she would have given me a side quest to find this doll. So I can still pick up the doll. I just don't have the side quest that relates to it. So, yeah. Annoyingly, they haven't given me a toolbox. So I can't replenish my, stuff for the boss fight. Which is kind of irritating. Because I've only got 81 bullets left. I'm probably alright on health, I guess. Okay, I got one anti-numb. That should be enough to get me through. If it's like last time, they'll give me enough mobs that I can get some more ammo. Otherwise, we're going to have to punch this boss to death. I don't know why they wouldn't give me a toolbox. Unless they're going to give me a room with a toolbox in first. Oh no, there's still... I'm not even at the boss. There's still corridor to go. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, this does just feel like padding, I'll be honest. Ooh. I don't remember the locks exploding when I shot them with my venom gun before, but they are now. Oh, they're like little, I love the little dive they do when they die. Just, oh no. It's adorable. Yeah, they're like little, remote-controlled explosives. They run at me and explode. I got all the stuff? I got all the stuff. Oh, and the audio bug stopped. I don't have to, let's reload. I don't have to, I don't have to save and reload. Hooray! Come on, then. They're not getting you. I love the little lock crabs. I had no idea. Like, it's one of those monster designs that I'm like, I have no idea why there's a dude with a giant door on his back that shakes and drops crab locks onto the floor. Like, thematically, it's just a complete jumble, but I still like the design. Like, at least the zombies in... Oh, I can't... Oh, there we go. I couldn't aim my gun for a second there. I thought I would have made the rest of this section really difficult if I'm going to have to punch everything. Ah. Nailed you. There we go. Yeah, it's a neat design, but it in the scheme of things makes no sense whatsoever. My big door's stuck on this table. I can't turn around properly. Ah, dang it. Alright. Let's use up my last anti-numb. And hopefully this will cover me until I get to let's use a medium, I think. Cover me until I get to the boss room. Cause yeah, like poison and stuff, I can just like heal through. But but paralysis is properly annoying. Bless. Nope, just one. Excuse me. I normally cut sneezes out, but I probably won't on this one because I can't be bothered to find it in the footage. I probably will have forgotten about it by the time I come to editing it. And also, I've mentioned it now, so it'd be weird if I cut the sneeze out and they'd be like, sorry for that, and you're like, sorry for what? Yes, whup snarl indeed. It's always awkward when you're a big cool monster and you've got your big cool monster design, and then it's cool looking, but it's functionally really awkward. Like, if this guy wants to scratch his nose, he's in trouble. He's like, hey, York's taking a little while to get here. Well, one of you mind scratching my nose? And it's like, I mean, we've really got to hold on to the scissors, mate. Sorry. It's like, well, look, can you use the scissors? Like, that'll do. Just look, hold the scissor up, and I'll just rub my nose against the blade. That'll scratch the itch. And there's also, again, I've said before, I like the little hop he does forward when he falls over. But I do also just like the idea of, oh dang it, that hurt a lot. I'm just gonna lie down. Oh god, I'm being crushed. I would have survived if I hadn't also put this giant metal door on my back. There we go. Could you damn it. Crab box. It's just so inelegant with the way they fall forward. They just go, now I'm being crushed to death by my own door. Hoisted by my own giant metal door. Which door opened, or did this just unlock the plant door back here? I think this just unlocked the plant door back here. This one. Oh, hang on. Let's go and pick up my shinies. I just love the random explosive barrels in. Like, I'm not sure. Like, York seems to think this is inside of the person's mind. So I guess in the sawmill is inside Galena's mind, and then this one is inside Lena's mind. Which is why you were so surprised to see PJ here. But I don't think there was ever an implication that I was in... Like, the Raincoat Killer in the first game obviously had some kind of control, or at least power within the other world. But I don't think it was ever implied that I was, like, inside the Raincoat Killer's head. It's just that there were certain areas that were connected to the other world, and he knew where they were and was in them as well. Yeah, I know your game. Spawning some scissor dudes behind me, poke me in the back. Not falling for that one at like 9th time. It's like, oh, I need to get reasonably close to him in order to shake my locks off at him. But when he runs away like that, I really don't have a counter for it. Like, I'm properly scuppered. There's nothing I can do.
Our Lord is enraptured. Take this, my lambs, and let it serve you.
He's built a tiny drum. I don't want it.